illustrate why you're being deceptive, right? What if somebody were to kill you?
Show where I already did it.
I'm going to show that. Listen to me. Listen, I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you that. What if somebody were to kill your loved ones because they don't have a certain trait, but then you say that they have this trait you might value? Okay, I'll kill the loved ones of yours that don't have this trait also. Okay, then you present another trait. Okay, yeah, I'll leave out these loved ones of yours. I'll kill some those loved ones of yours which don't have this trait. I can do this endlessly until pretty much all of your loved ones are killed anyway. Okay?
And if every time they do it, they're being honest about how they feel about it, where's the dishonesty?
Yeah, why is that
I think it's deceptive tactic because you're still killing individuals.
That's not dishonesty. Do you remember what we just said?
That is why I said it's a sophistic. It is a form of sophistry.
So it's not dishonesty.
It's not sophistry.
It is sophistry.
No, hold on. Are you?
What if you were the one? What if you were the one killed? What if you were the one killed because you didn't meet a certain trait that they might have not thought about?
I hope every person who criticized me earlier sees exactly what I was talking about.
Answer the question. What are you retracting that it's dishonest?
I think it is deceptive. Deceptive is the right word.
What's the deception?
And it's a form of sophistry.
Where are they deceiving you?
Yeah, by not laying out all the traits that you hail as sufficient traits for right to life. I think you're being deceptive.
No,
or you should
I know that you think that's deceptive, but how is it deceptive?
Yeah. Because you can endlessly go on justifying killing animals by saying these animals don't have this trait. These animals don't have this trait.
You don't like the consequences of this, therefore it's dishonest. Is that basically what you're saying?
No, I don't think that is what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you leave yourself open to indulging in a particular immoral action, no matter how many times you've attempted to
fill in these blanks. Okay, I'm trying to get you to think X, but I really believe Y.
I'm not going to fill in the blanks that you want me to, but I'm just saying it is deceptive because you always leave the option of killing animals open by always holding your cards back. By always holding your cards back.
And deception.
No, by always holding your cards back, and I think it's a very it's a very specious tactic. It's a very deceptive tactic.
Holding cards back.
You are, right? Like you're not furnishing out all the traits that you think qualify someone for right to life, and you're just killing individuals that don't meet your criteria for right to life.
No, I might not know them.
I think that's very. No, in that case, you should not. You should invoke the precautionary principle and not kill these animals in the beginning, unless you are clear with your traits. Okay. That is what I would do.
Why? I have no moral quandaries with killing animals. It doesn't make me feel morally bad. So why would I hold back?
Because the same tactic could be used against you, and you wouldn't prefer that. And this is what I mean by resorting to unprincipled tactics.
If somebody goes around killing humans, we'll just put them in jail. Like, it's not complicated.
I know, but you are basking. You're basking in law. You're basking under the privilege that law offers you to not see what morality is, what morality entails.
That I wouldn't care if I found someone who furnished all their traits and went around killing people. That really makes no difference to me if they have this complete list of traits and it's completely consistent and it tells them go kill people. They're still going to jail. I'm still stopping them.
No, that's fine. But what I'm trying to tell you is, if you were the one that was to be a victim of such a killer, and if you accidentally had the trait that they actually valued, you would consider that immoral, right? Like, or your loved ones would consider that immoral.
I would assume that they would have a moral experience then. They might discover it when trying to kill me that, oh, geez, I don't feel like doing this.
No, that's not how it works. Need not be the case. What if there's something about animals that you would discover later, and then you would have killed so many animals, you would have lived an unethical life by your own standards so far, right? And
sure,
but the problem with you is
information about
Shadow, the problem with you is you keep the option of killing animals always open with the n number of traits that you have, infinite number of traits that you have. Okay, that you won't lay out on the table.
Any traits to kill animals. It's not based on traits. I don't have a negative experience towards it. Do you understand this?
That's fine. Just because you don't have negative experience to a particular action, that doesn't justify it automatically. Okay, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, but
you do.
VS, like I think what he's saying, Shadow, that is, he can of course correct me if I'm wrong, is that whether that's right or wrong isn't predicated on, or decided by whether you can provide a fucking exhaustive list of traits, right? I mean, do you not understand that's what he's saying?
No, I think this is a very dishonest tactic because this can go on endlessly, right? There has to be some
It's not
point where you can see.
Let's say it can go on endlessly. What if that's how morality works?
No, at that point, I'm just going to get bored with you, and I'm going to just abandon you and move on with somebody else.
I don't care if you get bored.
That's okay. That's what I've done. Okay, you can think of. I'm just going to think that you're not arguing in good faith, and I'm just move on. I'm just going to move on.
Nobody cares
Because
if that's how
morality
works,
do.
and we're all being honest.
No, it's not.
By expressing how morality.
I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that's being intellectually honest. I don't think. I don't think that is being intellectually honest. I don't think that's being intellectually honest, and I'm going to lose the idea that you're arguing in good faith and just move on.
Expressing that you don't like it. That's all that this comes down to.
Yeah, but
no,
I don't think you can.
You are being dishonest. You're being deceptive. I think you're being deceptive. That's it.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about it.
Look, VS.
You show no proof.
I think any sane person. I think any sane person. If you wait. If you had,
please elaborate.
Here we go.
Stop talking over each
Once
other.
again, if you had moral concern for a group of sentient beings, and if somebody was killing them by leaving such open-ended traits that they have not laid out on the floor and going endlessly, you would consider that person dishonest beyond a particular point. Okay, you can say that you stop them, you would have them.
Why are you telling him what he thinks?
Yeah, but
okay, I think you are immoral, and I think you're also a bad faith actor, and you're being deceptive.
That's great.
Shadow, I can literally think.
VSS, just hold on. I don't understand. I think that you've come to this conclusion that people, the answers in which you don't, or you find abysmal, right? The fact that someone couldn't care about. So, for example, I don't understand how people couldn't care about. Just hold on. Deadbeat dads, right? I don't understand that. I've never could be able to wrap my mind around that. But that doesn't mean that I don't think that deadbeat dads aren't being honest about the fact that they don't care about their kids. I don't understand how you've come to this conclusion that because someone lacks some of those intrinsic things that you can think of and that bothers you, that person's just being dishonest. I can't.
What he's saying is that he doesn't like the conclusion, or he doesn't like the position, whichever applies best, and therefore it has to be some form of dishonesty.
No, let me ask you this. No, if you and your loved ones were being killed on the basis of traits that have not been furnished, you would consider that deceptive. You would ask, what are your traits?
Yeah, but you didn't answer the question that I asked before that, which was why does it have to be predicated on traits? Like, who
doing
says
things that I don't like is not what I call dishonesty personally.
Yeah.
But I'm saying as a general point. Remember, you said that you draw your intuition from realism, right? Wait. You said you draw your intuitions from your realism. All of us here that are speaking are anti-realist, at least in some sense. So our intuitions are going to be different. So at that point, you have to how are you then coming to this conclusion of dishonesty by virtue of that? You can accept our intuitions are different, right? You have to accept that. If not,
I do accept the intuitions are different. But what I'm trying to say is,
dishonest.
Yeah, it couldn't be dishonest then, could it?
Wait. It is unprincipled to always give you a window to escape, a form of plausible deniability, an open-ended, trait stack list that would never end. Right? That is to me dishonest.
Plausible deniability. I don't need that.
Yeah, but I don't need that either.
The other point is, right, let me give you this example. If he was actually not being deceptive, he would say, okay, until I furnished out my entire list of justifications as to why it's okay to kill animals, I'm going to stop doing so. Okay? If you haven't thought about all your traits yet as to why animals don't qualify for right to life,
why wouldn't I?
Then you would
Can I give an example?
That is what it means to be intellectually dishonest.
Why wouldn't I stop eating plants?
I think that is what it means to be intellectually dishonest. I think I need to really wrap up, guys.
Hey, VSS. If I don't have a full list of traits, why wouldn't I just stop eating plants then? How do I know that that's not immoral to me?
Guys, I gotta really... Bye.
What?
I gotta really take off. I'm out of time.
Yeah, okay. You were out of time 48 minutes ago, according to you, but whatever.
Yeah, way out of time.
The answer is just gonna end up being begging the question, right?
Yeah, there was definitely
that was.
We have the record. That was a shit show, but we do have the recording.
I wanted to ask that question. That's so long ago.
I have to admit, I restarted it, so I caught the the last, I don't know, 15 minutes or something. But I won't publish it if Shadow doesn't want it published or whatever. So.
No, that's fine. I don't care.
Well, again, that was fun, but I think there's so many interesting things here. But it's like he's almost grasping it, but it just doesn't click. Like he accepts that we have different intuitions, okay, but then how are we dishonest? That was like, it seems to be that he's not assuming that we have different intuitions at all. Then it seems that we necessarily must have the same intuitions that he does. That would make sense. Then you'll be dishonest if you disagree with him.
It's just, for me, it seems like he's not acknowledging any intuitions towards particular situations, right? Like I imagine a particular situation of killing a cow and then, you know, we cut it up and feed it to people, and I have no problem with that, right? So I can imagine this situation, but that particular intuition for him counts for nothing. It's all about listing traits for some reason.
Yeah, and he always applies it as a general thing. Like you said, like, you know, if you apply this to this but not this, you can generally do this. And I'm saying that's basically what Ask Yourself did to Jack Angstridge in that debate. He was saying that if you take a general principle, you can make it justify anything. And he's saying, yeah, this is true of generalism as well, right? You can take any moral position to exclude this, and then
universalism is the term that he used in that discussion.
Yeah, universalism versus particularism, regardless.
No, I remember the debate you're talking about. Yeah, because like either one can I hate the word justify, but yes, justify anything.
Yeah, I don't hate the word, just vegans use it wrong, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, sure. that thing was happening.
Justification just means what values, you know, is this based on? Fine.